That was great.
Okay, thanks for it. Thanks, Sergey Nikolai. My name is Dmitry Burkovsky, and for last year I'm working for my own .ru company. So it was already covered how to successfully raise money and to successfully self-publish your game, and I want to speak more about how to make your game successful. So a few days ago I've done some research. You can see results on the screen. And I thought that it might be interesting for you to share with you this information. Here we got the average score of best 65 games produced on the territory of the former Soviet Union, with Russian average score by Russian specialized online and offline players around 70% and above 70%. So if we took these 65 games, they had an average general score of 79 in Russian specialized and non-specialized press. If you took the same game to Game Ranking and Metacritic, you can see results at 68 and 66. So we're missing something like 12 to 15 points average. And that happened actually if you take the top XSSR titles. You can see that all the games, even the best one, like King's Bound, Till Nike, Il2, like Stalker, they're receiving better scores in Russia when they're receiving scores in outside territories. Some examples are here. For example, like Perimeter is more than average of 10 difference. So the idea is that there should be some kind of reason why it's happening. Yeah, it could be that Russian press still loves this, yeah? But everybody knows that Russian press hates Russian games, so everybody's speaking about that. There are a lot of panels about it, there's a lot of discussion on forums that people in press don't like games produced in Russia. Why average scores are higher? Possibly because for good games, and we're speaking about good games here, it's still possible to get the attention of the press by some personal relations of your personal relations. If you're a good developer, you have good relations with press, where they respect you. Yeah, but that's a possibility. Also, like Nicholas was presenting, PC is the main platform in Russia, and it's not the main platform outside of our territory. And definitely international press is more focused on console and don't expect PC style gameplay. Yeah, possibly that's the reason. But third one, it's possibly not the main reason, but one of the reasons that there is something different in our games. So these games could be okay with us, but they are not okay. They're not fitting in US and European markets. So what could it be? There's the reasons why Western press don't enjoy our games as we do. We'll cover this topic later, so just look at the slides and so don't pay attention. Don't pay a lot of attention to it because there is something which we're doing on a world-class level. Any ideas? Yeah, it's casual games. And it's mobile games and iPhone games also. Basically, if you look at the last year, so it was casual charts like Big Fish Games, Relocate, etc. We'll see that games from ex-USSR territories headed Big Fish game chart for more than 100 days in a row in 1 year. So it's headed. I mean, that's where game from ex-USSR was number one. 103 days in 1 year. It was different games, but they all came from our territory. And there are a lot of reasons why it's possible, but I think one of the most important reasons is that historically there was no casual market in Russia. Everybody who was working on this market had to make games for the West. And when market appeared here in Russia, all these games which were done for US and Europe, they somehow appear to be working and selling here. So the idea is that don't be afraid to produce Western-oriented content. And basically, the majority, 90% of Western-oriented content is selling in Russia. There are no really bad examples apart from the niche things like niche sport, possibly like NFL or baseball, cricket. Cricket's okay. Niche comic books, possibly niche games like card games. But in general, everything, even if we look at comics, look at how successful the Spider-Man movie and Spider-Man brand is here. But it's comics, and like 15 or 20 years ago, we would say that no way. Right now, we see that Russia is really is taking the content from US and is eating, buying, paying money for it. So we're back to one idea that some kind of online products could be a new casual market, and the problem is that it's not work with all types of online games. But by next casual market, I mean a market where we can be experts, where we can be worldwide leaders, where we can be number one. It's really hard to do it for client-based games because they're huge. They're even bigger than console games, and it's really hard to suck there. And it's working okay. It's working pretty good for browser-based games, but it's territory. It's dependent on the territory. It works okay in Germany. It's not working in US or in the UK. But still, you can earn money in this market. The new casual market could be a social market because it's the same, but smaller games, less risk, better opportunity for experiments. And if you look at the statistic, you will see that, of course, if you look at monthly average user of April 2010, there was no non-US or non-European games in top 50 on Facebook, but there was 12 such games in top 40. And actually that top 40 gives you monthly average user from 2.5 million to 10 million. It's more than any Russian social network could give you for that numbers. So my idea is that you have to do something to take the best practices from the casual market and apply it to these principles, to the principles of production of your games, independently of what you're doing. But these principles should work if you want to be successful in the West, where you should work on all types of games, from social and casual to console and big massive multiplayer online games. So if you're making your first game for Western market in any field, please consider these rules.